Alright y'all, what is going on? This is a crazy start to the video, but this is deep within the recesses of our brand new project. This is a 2.5 liter Subaru Forester 2001. We're looking at the top of the water pump. It's looking like oil. It's originating somewhere up top, probably through the intake area, intake gasket, something like that, who knows. Just wanted to get a better view of it. We're looking at the timing belt right here. Looking pretty damn good. This might be too close. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so the timing belt looks decent. You can see that we've got writing on here. And what the project is, y'all, this is the second time I'm filming it, so I'm forgetting to say stuff. This is a vehicle that my dad picked up for our nephew, and I'm going through it, seeing what it needs. The timing belt was obviously a question mark. It looks okay. There's a little bit of an oil leak there. It's probably okay. But the big thing going on with this bad boy is, it's not a huge deal, but they had put some bars leak, some coolant, leak stuff. And let me slide under there. There we go. There we go. I forget where I'm filming at here. Okay, so we've got, I'm hoping this video isn't flip-flopping. Alright. So, this is our coolant / oil leak. And that is the head gasket side over here, and the block side over here. We're on the driver's side, so we can clearly see coolant there. So head gaskets probably are gonna need to be done. Also, what we had going on this one is a leak, transmission fluid leak due to bad silicone, looks like. Another weird thing about this one is it actually has a buzzing sound when you put it in reverse, the key off. But so we're gonna go through the transmission, and not go through it, but we're gonna, I love these spin-on oil filters they had on these. So awesome. Such a great idea. And it's about the same on the other side, but this is a pretty much confirmation. I pressure tested it yesterday, and it basically slowly, I'm looking for a way to say basically one more time. It bled down. I didn't see any active leaks, but I can't recreate the shot because I'm using my stupid phone. But I'm stuck under the vehicle here. All right. Good Lord. Trying not to get my phone. I'm filming on my phone. Okay, so another thing I'm noticing here, some oil. This is the front of the engine. This is the timing. Basically the front of the engine's this way, so just kind of confirming that. So definitely the head gaskets. Once we do that, we're probably going to go ahead and do a timing belt and a water pump, just because we're already in there. But we'll do the transmission. That's a biggie. Everything else is looking great. Really hope I haven't flipped this flip the video. Let's go look at these tires. Another issue with it was we had and by the way, we're about fixing to change the oil because the oil looks nasty. Let me see if I can. Are we zoomed in here? It's like terrible on film. Can you see how thick it is? It's almost like a coffee where the water is evaporated. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do basically a basic filter. We're gonna use conventional oil, run it around, because there was a diagnostic trouble code that is now not there because we had to charge the battery. So my next goal is to do an oil change, and this will be like a flush oil change, and then when we're ready to get some good oil in it, we got our next level up ram and synthetic oil. And this is for the plow truck, and then that's for the van. But brakes are like, you know, a little bit below 50%. They're not bad. The tires, one of them in the back is low, and then the two up front, as you can see, this one is pretty worn down, but one of them is out of round. I believe it's this one. So these are up front, so I'm going to rotate the tires front to back and make sure that the lope of the tire that you could feel moves to the back, and the steering wheel becomes straight because it was feeding back to the steering wheel. So lift gate doesn't lock. The not a big deal. This is all secondary stuff. Lock unlock switch does not work, so we'll do a video on that. Probably a fuse or a relay, something like that. Possibly a ground, you know. I mean, both switches don't work, so there's something that's unified in that circuit. And I just want to do a video, guys. This is going to be, again, we're going to do the fuel filter. I don't know if I said that in this second attempt video. You can see here this nasty goopy, this hose is pretty old. It's got the old clamps. It's been leaking there a little bit. You hear, listen. All the fibers in there and the rubber is just breaking apart. Inside here is looking pretty nasty. That sort of looks like some oil in there, so this might be a situation where we need to do a super flush just like the Expedition. It might be the let's see how this is looking here. It's not looking too good down there. Yeah, this is so great to get this video. It's not looking terrible, you know, it's not looking like super oily. But we're gonna see, guys. I think they threw a bunch of barge leak in the system to try and eliminate the external leak on the bottom of the heads. It is what it is. I'm sure the bolts like to loosen up over time a teeny bit, or just as the engine ages, things move around, gaskets do wear out. But this is probably the most major concern in this vehicle, is just this. And I'm going to look at this further. I'm going to drain it all out. And we're going to run it around first and see if we can get that trouble code to come back. But eventually, you know, we're going to do some sort of a flush. Probably before we dismantle the heads, we're going to get this kind of flushed out a little better. I don't want to flush it once we get all the new stuff on there. But yeah, y'all, this is it. This is a new one to the fleet. The Subaru Forester 2001. Last into your garage. Thanks for tuning in. It's a little runny, like there's a little bit of coolant. Oh yeah. Huh. Just want to drop my phone in the stuff. Yeah, that's looking pretty nasty. Let me try to zoom in. I'm gonna have to use my nose. There we go. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, man. Yeah, there's definitely some coolant getting in this system. Oh, man. Whoops. I'm so sorry, guys. Darn it, I'm not even filming. It's kind of globbing out. It's a sign of the what happens with water. It makes it coagulate or whatever. So I'm gonna let this drain for a while. Let's get this oil filter down here. Oh man, this stuff feels like heavy molasses. Oh man. Alright. There it is. Seems destined for some head gaskets. Alright y'all, we got some fresh oil in it. Swapped the front to rears, got everything aired up. All the tires were underinflated. I took it on a nice little test drive. I did have to add 2 quarts of transmission fluid. The oil I have not even looked at yet. Just feel focused for me. It's not bad. Honestly, I think you could drive this thing as is. But we're gonna do some maintenance on it because it's got oil leaks, coolant leaks. Man, this thing drives good. We're getting a snowfall here right now. First really good snowfall. Between 1 and 2 inches right now. But I'll be doing some plowing tomorrow. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 2 inches, between 2 and 3 inches already. We're gonna have a load of snow. This thing's doing good. I got some fresh fuel in it. I tuned up the carburetor. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh yeah. It's deep in here. Tuned up the carburetor. This thing is ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, the snow falls. Things are snowing. Love this time of year. Alright. I'm impressed with this Subaru. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the amount of snow that's fallen tonight. It's a lot. It's a pretty good amount. First big snowfall of the year. Alright y'all, I just took the radiator cap off. As you can see, we've got some oil globules coming around. So we've got the coolant and oil system interchanging through some cylinder head gaskets. So other than that, man, this thing is ready to charge ahead. Put that cover back on just for the test drive. But my goal is to do a GoPro like head cam while I'm doing the work. So we'll see. Lesson to garage. Over and out.